Who wants to create a money-making machine? All right, now this is not financial advice. What I'm here to do is teach you a concept, and this concept leads to wealth over the long period of your life, over years and years and years and decades. This concept leads to wealth and passive income. Okay, now that being said, this is a concept. I tried to make it as simple as possible. The numbers are not realistic, okay? I know that the numbers here are not necessarily realistic to your life, but I used these numbers to make the concept as easy to understand as possible, okay? We're going to learn how to make a money-making machine, a machine that runs and makes money for us. A machine that runs that makes money for us, okay? First, what we need to understand is this, that income minus expenses equals cash flow. Income minus expenses equals cash flow. So what we need to do is look at our life on a monthly basis, okay? In this specific example, this individual's income is $1,000. Their expenses are also $1,000. If we do simple math, we realize that 1,000 minus 1,000 equals 0. They have 0 cash flow. A lot of you may be in this scenario. What we want to do is work a little overtime and save a little money on bills. Stop door dashing. Maybe downsize apartments. Maybe get a car or refinance our car or something like that, okay? Get a cheaper car, refinance, whatever. All we need to do here is increase our income $100. You can do that by working a little bit of overtime. You can do that by doing some DoorDash, donating some plasma, and decrease our expenses. You can do that too. You can cancel Netflix. You can get a cheaper phone plan potentially. You can save on internet via going to your cell phone provider instead of like Spectrum or something. Maybe they have a bundle deal. You could stop doing DoorDash. You could watch my video, how to save $500 a year on gas, which would save you some money on gas. We can save some money on groceries, all of that stuff, okay? So all we're doing here is we're increasing our income by $100 a month. We are decreasing our expenses by $100 a month, which gives us $1,100 minus $900 is $200. $200, okay? So now we have a surplus of $200 a month. If we multiply that by 12 months, we have $2,400. This is a concept. Does everyone understand that? That by increasing our income and decreasing our expenses just a little bit, we can get a surplus of $200 a month, which ends up being $2,400 a year, okay? Now what we need to do is we need to capture this. Okay, we need to capture this $2,400 and invest it into something that creates a return. All right, so we're going to use Ares Capital here. Ares Capital, this is not financial advice. This is just a specific stock that is priced at around $19.91 per share and gives us a dividend yield, which is a return over the course of the year of 9.64%. This is the dividend based off of this price. So this number can change, but in this scenario, we're going to use this company and we are going to just take what we've captured, invested into this company. Now in this specific scenario, I have the price fixed. The price is not going to go up or down. The price is going to be fixed, which is not realistic, but it explains the concept as best as we possibly can. We could have used a bond or something at 5%. We could use, maybe a checking account that makes 5%, but I chose to go with Ares Capital just because it's something that I personally invest in and it's got a high yield, okay? So if we do 200 divided by 19.91, that's going to give us about 10 shares a month. So that $200 we're going to use to buy 10 shares of Ares Capital. Okay, 10 shares. So it's going to look like this. This is a incredibly drawn calendar. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, that's how this chart works. Each one of these dashes is the amount of shares we bought that month. At the green line is our dividend, the dividend that we got. And we're going to just progress through this to see how to make a money-making machine. So now we've captured this $200 a month. All right, we're going to take advantage of time and compounding here in order to get some additional income by literally doing nothing. Okay, it's a machine that creates income. That's what we're creating here. So for the first 3 months, this is $600. We've bought 30 shares. 30 shares. Okay, now the dividend is 48 cents per share. So 30 times 0.48 is going to be about $14.40. Okay, $14.40. Over the next 3 months, we are going to buy, once again, 10 shares each. But we get a dividend of $28.80 now because we have more shares. Okay, we have twice the amount of shares at the same dividend. We have $28.80. Okay, so now if we add these two together, we are going to have enough money to buy 2 additional shares in this month. All right. So in this month, you see, we can now buy 12 shares. All right, so we are now buying 12 shares with the additional cash that we have from the dividend. So 12 shares, then we continuously buy the 10 and 10. When we compound that, now this next dividend is $44.16. Okay, where all we did was capture this and reinvest our dividends. Okay, so now we have $44.16. We can also buy 12 shares this month. We can get 2 more shares, and we can go ahead and get the same 10 from the money that we've captured here. Okay, by the end of the year, after the 12 months, our quarterly dividend is up to about $60. So $60, that's $20 a month extra. $20 a month extra. So we are now making on average $20 a month for free doing nothing. Now this sounds like a very small amount. Well, that doesn't matter, but it's $20 that you didn't do anything. It's $20. And what you're going to see here is that over the course of time, this compounds and your monthly average is going to increase. So that's why I wanted to show you a 2-year timeline of what the first 2 years is going to look like. Okay, with this with this dividend here, we are now starting year 2. Now I want you to understand that in real life, the dividends are in different months. They do not line up with this chart. So anyone who wants to say that's not realistic, that's okay. This is a concept. This is a video that teaches a concept using a real life example to understand how to get extra money by literally changing a few things. Once again, all we've done was tweaked our income up a little bit, our expenses down a little bit, and we have a surplus. We've captured that surplus. We are now investing it in a company that pays a dividend for holding their shares of stock. Okay, very, very simple. Now year 2, we can buy 13 shares because with this is about $60 and a little under $20 a share. We have a couple cents left over from some of the additional dividends that we did not reinvest. There's going to be a little bit of cash, so we're going to be able to buy 13. Okay, so I'm still accumulating 10 every single month, but now I can also on the quarterly, I'm getting these shares are for free. You have to understand, you're getting these shares for free. So this next year's dividend is going to go up to $75.36. We're now going to be able to buy 13 shares again. We are now at $91.20. Now we can buy 14 shares. We are now at $107. We can buy 15 shares. And at $124, I believe we would be able to, so 6, so we have 2 times 6. We'd be able to get 16 shares there. Do you see what's happening here? The first 2 months we were only able to get, we weren't able to get any shares for free. We got 2 shares for free here, 2 shares for free here. The next year we've got 3 shares for free, 3 shares for free, 4 shares for free, 5 shares for free. Do you see how it's now increasing? The compounding is taking place. We are now getting free shares, okay? These free shares are giving us free income, okay? So let's just take a moment to think about here. 4 plus 3, 7. Plus 3, that's 10, 14, 19 shares. So we have 19 shares for free. 19 shares times 19. I can't do that math in my head. So we have 19 shares. Let me do this math real quick. 19 shares for free, which is $19. So let's just say 2 times 2, which is roughly a little less than $400 in free shares. So let's just use the example of $400. Okay, so $400. 9% of $400. Not only did we get this $400 for free, and once again, like I said, this is a little bit, I just made the number easy. It's going to be less than $400, but $400 times 9%, let's just round that up to 10. That's $400 for free, and then an additional $40 that $400 generated for free again. So now I got $440. And this machine just keeps compounding. Every single month your dividend is going to be higher. You're going to get more shares every quarter. You're getting free shares. Those free shares plus the shares that you're investing in are increasing your income. I hope I made this as simple as possible. Capture some additional income via increasing our income. Capture an additional cash flow by increasing our income and decreasing our expenses. Take that and invest it into a reliable returning dividend, stock, or something that pays a reliable dividend, okay? And if we're consistent with this over time, we are getting free shares. Once we get free shares, we're also getting free additional income because those shares are now paying 9.64% roughly in this specific scenario, plus all the money that we put in. Isn't it crazy how we've almost 10x'd our income from 1440 to here? We've been close to 10x'ing our income in 2 years. What if we 10x'd our income in the next 2 years? Think about that. That would be $1,200 in a quarter, which would be about $400 a month. Does that make sense to you guys? Does this dividend machine, does this money-making machine make sense to you guys? I want to know in the comments. Now, once again, before we get any negative comments, that this is a concept. It's a concept of capturing your cash flow and investing into something consistently. Once we are investing into something consistently, we are going to get a return consistently. Plus, that consistent return is going to compound. Once it compounds, we are getting more and more and more and more income every time we get a dividend. Eventually, over the course of a couple years, maybe 5, 10, 20 years, we're getting so much income from this that we can replace our job or have double the amount of income to play with. That's a money-making machine. Do you see? We got free money We got free money from the dividend reinvesting because we got free shares, and the free shares plus our continuous investment compounds. That compounding creates more income for free. Free money. It's a money-making machine. So if you found this video to be interesting or helpful, please share it with a friend. The point of this channel is to help you make more money and keep it. I want to explain concepts as simple as I possibly can. If I could have explained this simpler, if I could have done better, feel free and comment that. But at the end of the day, you can do this. I believe in you. I made this video because I believe that you can do this. I believe that you can create $200 a month in cash flow and then invest it and then be able to generate income. These numbers are small because they're realistic. All right, over the course of time, you have to understand that wealth is created over time. This is just a concept. You don't have to do the exact same thing. You could use this concept and apply it somewhere else in your life. You could apply it to investing in your business and getting more returns on that. But the concept is simple. Capture our income, reinvest it, and that reinvestment compounds into more and more and more money. Have a wonderful day, guys.